Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. This podcast is for educational purposes only. For legal and financial advice, please seek help from a licensed professional. Thank you. Today's show is also sponsored by IAR Property Solutions. If you're looking to sell, buy, or renovate your property, IAR will be by your side through the merry real estate ride. Welcome to the Humble Hustle Podcast. My name is Antoine Basquiat, and I will be your host for today's episode. Man, I think I'm going to speak for myself for a little bit.
Yeah,
I know the audience is probably feeling the same way, but I think that's the most important part about any profession, about not only being a 9-to-5, not only being an entrepreneur, but also, I think more importantly, being a family man, being a dad, being a mom, being a parent. And like you said, 3 years ago is about when I think that's when you just had your well, it was like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So that's when you just became a parent. And
yeah, like 3-4 years ago. Yep. Damn,
yeah, because I
crazy.
think
2020. Damn, 5 years ago.
Damn, 5?
5 years ago, bro.
Wow.
Ain't crazy. It's nuts.
But I think family is one of the biggest things. I know you're a big family man. We both are.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the time where you're like, I gotta figure this scheduling thing out. Cause I'm the same way right now. I'm like,
I already know how you get down now.
I'm still trying to figure out. I'm starting the Google calendars and sending invites. And
I'm gonna tell you, Josh. I'm gonna tell you, man. He the one. Like Antoine is the one that like every single idea he ever had came to life just from grinding. You know what I'm saying? Like, every single project he ever has comes to life. I'm gonna give you your flowers for a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like everything he puts his mind to, like it just comes with fruition. Or it's like I think the biggest thing too, like overall, is just the power of manifestation. Like if like we want work-life balance, we're gonna do it. And I think the biggest thing for the both of us, speaking from the both of us, just from speculation, is like we never slowed down from the chapter of the life that we ended up entering, of being parents, of being husbands and all that stuff. Like we just found a way to make it work. We found a way to balance it out. We found a way of like, yo, we gotta put that to the side to make sure that we give time. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, we didn't realize it. I can't tell you the amount of times that I'm like, I want to knock this project out today. I know I can get home because the kids are making Liv go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I want to knock it out today. Like the juices are flowing and I'm just there and I'm just like, like I feel like I'm in a studio making a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Like it's going down. Like I'm just hitting my eureka moment on how to get an athlete to the next phase of their rehab. And then I just got to shut it down because it's like, it's going to take me about 20 minutes to get home and they got 4 hours left before they go to bed. I got to go. I shut it down. So there's sometimes literally like I could keep going. I just shut the laptop and just put my bag on and just walk out. Like, walk. Cause like, that's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. And this sometimes it's like, even if it's like only me and another colleague left in the office knocking some late things out, like that's just what it is. Like it's like the day's over with. Like as much as you want to keep going, you gotta separate it, and that's the biggest thing. I think that's one thing that that I give me I give us two the pat on the back is that both of us are some go getters, and we understand the power of manifestation, and anything we put our mind to that we're gonna do it regardless. But like being at this stage in life these last couple of years for us, especially with you being a father of two now too, it's like you understand that, yo, that's really the core now. And that's the core now. Like at the end of the day, if you wasn't entrepreneur and you wasn't, an innovator and in the real estate and everything, and if I wasn't an athletic trainer at the end of the day for life, we're fathers and we husbands, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we got little ones calling us dad, and we got to make sure that we raise them and pour into them just as much as we pour into what we do. So, no, you are completely right, bro. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it can happen because like we ain't slow down. We just add people on the ship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we adjusted. We bend not break, and I think what I was going to say too is you have your priorities change, and as your priorities change, what I learned is there's this theory, or I don't know what you call it, mindset is they call it big rocks, little rocks, and sand. All you gotta do is you have a jar and you gotta make all of that stuff fit in that jar.
Right.
And your big rocks, for us, right? Our big rocks is our family, our
Yeah.
career, our main thing. We keeping the main thing.
Yeah.
And then the little rocks is, maybe it's our hobbies or meeting up with friends and all of like, and the sand things is the little ticky tack stuff.
Yeah. That,
And if you really prioritize that jar accordingly, I think, and it sounds like you got it down. You know what I mean? You got that jar
hey, I'm
exactly
trying,
right where you making it work. Because I
bro.
think that's the greatest thing about people in general too
Yeah.
is if you put yourself in a corner and say I got to make it work or that's it,
Right.
you're
Right.
gonna find a way.
Right.
You're gonna find a way.
You're gonna find a way. And it's funny that you say that because, boy, let me tell you, I had to pour that jar out plenty of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, bro, I had to pour that jar out plenty of times, and too many big rocks, too many small rocks. Oh man, that's a lot of sand. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
no, so I love that. I never heard that one. I'm gonna keep that one too. Like, but it's true. Like, but just like I said, man, like it ain't always gonna be done in the first shot. You know what I mean? Like it ain't always gonna be done in the first shot. And I think the biggest thing, because like, I done came across athletic trainers, that feel like I think one of the biggest questions that I've been getting a lot is like, how do you do this with a family at your age? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I'm made it work. Luckily, like, I got a significant other that understands, um, the amount of times being transparent that I like, yo, I feel bad sometimes. And I'm like, sometimes I can't, there was plenty of times at a point where like, I just couldn't come home early. There was
Hmm.
plenty of times at a point where like, I knew I couldn't, how can I say? I knew I couldn't like have that weekend off. Like, I'm just being honest. I'd have missed a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at a point like, like where people are like, oh, well, like what, like what isn't that like tragic? And I'm like, no, it's not, because you want to know what? Like my son and daughter are every single day. Like I kid you not, like when they get out of school in 30 minutes and when I get home later on tonight, they first thing they're gonna say when they run in is, why aren't we going to a Jazz game? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so no, it ain't tragic. In the
Uh-huh.
in the moment at those times when I was sacrificing a lot of time just to get, and this ain't the ceiling. You feel me? Like I'm still going. Like ain't no comfort. Like there's no comfort zone ever. You
Hmm.
know, there's no cruise control ever. There's no content ever. Like life is great, and like, but the grind keeps.
Hungry.
The day that I go like this and I plateau, it's gonna be a yo retirement party. Here's the invite, Antoine. Let's go, pull up.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and I think the biggest things of that is that, just like I said in the beginning, you gotta look at both sides, right? So it sounds crazy, but the way that I operate is like, yo, I sacrifice to make sure that they don't ever live the life that we came up as. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like, yeah, when you go to school, and I'm gonna be honest, they're the only black kids in their school here in Utah. When they go to school and their teacher is like, Leon teacher is asking, yo, Leon, how, like, what did you do this weekend? He's like, I went to 2 Jazz games. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. You did. And the
Hmm.
teacher's over here telling wifey, man, like I've been here for 30 years and I've never been to a Jazz game. Yeah, that's
Yep.
why I do it. So no, it's not tragic that
Yep.
I do certain things. Because you want to know why? FaceTime. You want to know why? Phone calls. Like
Hmm.
you want to know why? Like, yo, like I'm reading books to them through FaceTime. Like we got technology nowadays. And you want to know something else? I'm not gonna throw myself a pity party, like not to get too off track, because guess what? I got players here who got kids, coaches who got kids. My VP got kids.
Yep.
Like our strength coaches got kids. Like it ain't just me. And that's what I tell people. I'm like, bro, like at the end of the day, it's you gotta see it from a full bird eyes view. That it ain't just the athletic trainers. And I'm big on advocating, but like your team around you, and when you got family like vibes around you that's able to maneuver and understand, that work life balance gonna come about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We and that's the answer to everything in the whole transparent way, that you got to look at it that way. It ain't just me in the morning at breakfast before shoot around on the road on FaceTime with the kids. Like, it's players, it's coaches working off to the side, going like this, like, talking with their significant other and everything. Like, it's a whole band of it. And I say that to say this: even the ones that don't have a family, like, they still got parents that they need to talk to. They still got friends that they need to talk to. So, like, it ain't always about the fact that we got to lean towards the ones that got kids and got a significant other. Like, this game could get lonely for people that live that single life, just being honest. Like, the game could get lonely. Like, they don't see their
Hmm.
family that much. Thanksgiving come around. Trust me, before this chapter in my life, you know how it was. Like, I'm missing Christmas, bro, because we got a game on Christmas while I was in the NFL. Like, we got a game on Thanksgiving, bro. Like, I'm at a point now that I know how to chef and all that stuff and know how to grill. But at that time in life as an intern, bro, I was barely able to make a PB and J. You feel me? I'm over here on FaceTime with Mom Dukes. Mom Dukes flying out to
Yup.
make me a meal.
No.
Like, it's crazy. Y'all came out for New Year's. Like, the game could get lonely. So, like, at the same time, it's not even just from the family aspect for athletic training, but it's just like, make sure that find a way that you can still see your loved ones and still be part of it. You feel me? So that's the biggest thing, bro.
From doorstep to front lawn to light, IAR will make you right. Come on. Closing smooth, paperwork clean, we're the best you've ever seen.